All right, today we have Dr. Kelly Gebhardt with Happy Tales Veterinary Emergency Clinic with us, answering all kinds of pet safety questions for you. All right, this person says, if my dog is overweight, what can I do to help them lose weight?
The weight loss for dogs and people is the same. Calories in, calories out. So you want to decrease calories input and increase calorie output, right? So dogs, unlike us, can't continue to snack at night. So making those dietary choices for them is going to be a lot easier to help them lose weight than it is for us to lose weight. Like I mentioned this on the last episode or last show that we did, that nighttime snacking on potato chips and all the things in the pantry are my jam. So it makes it really hard for me to lose weight. And as I get older, it's even harder for me to lose weight. So also with our older pets, their metabolism slows down just like ours. So decreasing the amount that they eat, bulking up their diet with easily digestible things, just like with us, like green beans and blueberries and broccoli and healthy veggies that are very filling but low in calories. That's a start. Increasing their activity, more walks during the day, that's helpful. So increase activity, decrease calories input, and think about every time you feed them a treat, like a biscuit, it's like us having an Oreo cookie, right? And if we have 10 biscuits in a day or 10 Oreo cookies, my pants are not going to fit very soon. So
Got it.
you want to make sure that we're thinking about pets just like we think of ourselves. It's a challenge for everybody to lose weight, whether we have 2 legs or 4 legs. It is hard, but we can help them easier than we can help ourselves.
Let me ask you this. I know you said you feed them less. So do you cut it in half? Do you cut it by just like a fourth?
You could start by well, it really depends on how much they're eating already and what their diet is. So say if you're supposed to be feeding them 1 cup a day for their weight and you're already feeding them 2 cups a day, then you would need to cut that back by 50% to get back to where they're supposed to be being fed, right? Some people just pour the food in the bowl and don't even measure it, you know? So you want to look at what they recommend feeding on the bag and of your food, and then cut that back by maybe 20 to 25%, right? And maybe supplement with green beans and broccoli and things that are going to fill them up, right? But that's the first thing you want to do. Make sure you're feeding the right amount of the food that your dog is eating, and then you know, if you need to cut back those calories a little bit, then do that. But first thing, make sure you're feeding the right amount of the food that your dog is eating in the moment, and then talk to your vet about a calorie restriction plan.
All right, speaking of that, someone say, I'm thinking of starting my dog on 1 meal a day of like string beans, blueberries, eggs, and rice, that kind of thing. Do you feed your dog just 1 time a day? And are those foods okay to feed your dog?
I recommend feeding twice a day. It's just better for their overall digestive health, and it can decrease the risk of intestinal upset and issues. So if you feed 1 big meal once a day, it can actually cause some pretty significant intestinal issues, and I think even increase the risk of, you know, possible bloating or GDV long term. We don't really know all the reasons why that can happen, but if they have 1 big meal a day, I think it can make that a higher risk of possibility. So twice a day, 1, they're going to be happier. 2, it's going to be better for their intestinal tract. And with regards to the foods listed, those are all really great healthy foods, but you want to make sure that if you're doing a home cooked diet, that you're doing a nutritionally complete diet. And those are really hard to do as a home cooked meal, because it is hard to get all the nutrients they need, and there are all these formulas that you need to follow to make sure you're getting all the nutrients. So talk with your regular vet. If you're doing a home cooked meal, they can actually go into a website, get a actual calculated formula for you, or even refer you to it, or talk to a nutritionist, a doggy nutritionist. So those are some recommendations.
All right, we thank you for your time and your expertise as always.
You're welcome.
All right, and if you missed any of this, you maybe need to show someone, hey, this is what was her answer to that question that we've all been asking. It's going to be in the Two Wants to Know section.